It needs to be washed. It smells like it's been in a factory. If y'all can't see the packaging, which I guess y'all cannot, but it's fine. It's just a pink package. And to start off, I know in one of my videos somebody asked me if I like get paid to do this. No, I'm a new YouTuber, so anything that I'm showing y'all or doing, I brought myself, so it's a 100% honest review. And obviously I feel like this video will be more realistic than some of the YouTubers, because for example, shipping for this did not take 3 to 5 days, which was a big con for me. It took like an entire month for this hair to get here, and I really did not like that. It took about 2 weeks for the hair to even process, and then it took an additional 2 weeks for the hair to even come after sending an email and a text message to the company. So I really did not like that, like, at all, especially since the website said it should take 3 to 5 days, and it ended up taking an entire month. So that was a big con for me, but I'm definitely, because I still need to wash the hair, because if you buy wigs, regardless of where you get it from, you should be washing the hair first. You shouldn't just be putting it on your head. So that's that. And I never put heat on it to dry it. I let all my wigs air dry. So I'm probably going to end up coming back later, but right now I'm gonna wash it and do the plucking and all of that. I just want to show y'all what it looks like right out the packaging. And a lot of YouTubers also didn't specify which color. It's 2 types you can order. You can order a light or a dark 99J. I ordered the dark 99J because I don't know if you can see in the background right there. It's a light colored wig, and I only wore it one time. And then ever since I've been like, ooh, like that is too bright. Like I don't even know how I wore it that night. That was bold because I don't really do all that color stuff, but I'm trying. So this is the inside. Comes with 2 combs on the side, 1 underneath. It needs to be washed. It smells like it's been in a factory. It has a weird smell, which I'm going to take out once I wash it. So it's a body wave, but I don't think I'm going to leave it in body wave. I think I'm going to end up straightening it. But it is actually super, 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 super duper soft. And I'm like trying to show y'all me like doing this to see if it's any shedding. So I haven't even cut anything yet, and it's shedding. Not a lot, it's very minimal, but when I run my hands through it, some stuff does come off. And I'm gonna be really in detail about this wig, because this wig, like I said, was on the pricier side. And considering I also did another wig which was inexpensive, I'm trying to do the comparison, because if the inexpensive one is much better than this, that's a problem. That's a problem. Okay, so here I'm just showing you what the wig looks like before I go in and do any plucking. And the company really did do a good job at plucking it, but since I ordered 200% density, I still wanted to pluck it a little bit more in the front. Okay, so when you pluck your wigs, it's better for you to wet the front of the hair or whatever section you're planning on plucking. It just makes the whole process easier. So what I like to do is section off the hairline and kind of pluck it on the inside first, and then brush it back and then pluck the front, just so it gives it a more realistic look and you're not poking holes in the hair. So I'm not showing you like the entire time I plucked. Overall, I pretty much plucked the front of the wig for about an hour, but obviously I'm not showing that whole part. So this is just a little section of how I actually pluck the hair, but pretty much I do this throughout the entire hairline. Okay, so this is what the hairline looks like after I plucked it. And I noticed that one side is more plucked than the other, but once it dries, you can't really notice the difference. So like I was saying in the beginning of the video, I had washed the hair and let it air dry all day. So this is the next day, me straightening it. I don't like putting any heat on the hair. I don't like doing any of that with wigs. I just let it air dry. So I just sat it on the mannequin, went to work, whatever. And then I came back to straighten it, and it was relatively dry by then. So this process is just me straightening the hair. Nothing too crazy. It's no crazy method. I just spray, straighten, and then I go back in with a hot comb and straighten over that. I had no difficulty straightening the hair. It was actually pretty easy to straighten. The tracks made it easier to section off the hair and straighten them. It was very separated. So the whole process overall was easy, and as I was straightening it, I noticed how soft the hair was again, even after I had washed it and let it air dry. The hair still had the same texture it did as it came out the box, so that was a big plus. So I know it's weird what I'm doing, but it's actually something that people should be doing a lot more. I saw another YouTuber do it. So basically you're spraying oil sheen on your hot comb before you go to straighten it, and that just protects the hair from burning, because I know so many times I have used a hot comb on a wig and it starts burning the hair as it straightens. So the oil sheen is just preventing it from burning the hair. So I'm gonna start doing that a lot more, because not that it messes up the wig, but it is a little bit noticeable when you first put the hot comb on a wig and it causes a burn here and there. Straighten the rest of the hair off camera, because like, come on now, y'all should know how to straighten hair by now. But like, if you don't, it's cool, it's fine. It's YouTube, you'll find a video on it. But I wanted to save the frontal part to show y'all how I pluck the frontal and customize it, and how I straighten the frontal part. Okay, so what I'm about to do now is decide whether or not I want a middle part or side part. And I almost to never get a side part, so obviously I'm gonna end up doing a middle part. So you should always do that first before you do anything else involving the frontal section. To keep the part separated, I just apply foam and mousse to kind of just make sure it's separated and the hair doesn't start to group together again, because after I parted the hair, when it was wet, the section looked really clear, but once the hair dried, it was a thick part. So you're going to see me pluck the middle part some more. So this section, this part of the video is just me making sure the hair stays separated and flat. So yeah, if you don't have a hot comb, I highly suggest you buy one, because a hot comb, it's other stuff to make the top of that wig flat, but a hot comb is the best thing you can use to flatten the top of a wig. But I mean, if you don't have one, just get one. It's just get one, because it's the best thing to me to use to flatten the top of a wig. So you can see how now that it's sectioned off, you can see that it's not really a lot of space. So that's why you see me going in and plucking it some more, because that's just a really small, like, you can barely see the section. So that's why you see me going in and plucking the middle section again. And it will be the same if you did a side part or any part, you would just have to go in and pluck that specific section. So to save y'all from making a mistake I made, where y'all see me plucking right now, yeah, don't pluck back there. Because as I was wearing the wig, I noticed the tracks in the back started showing, and that space of hair is what you're supposed to be using to kind of cover those tracks up. So, I mean, it's not a big deal if you did pluck back there. Just make sure to remember to use that part of the hair to just cover over the tracks. Okay, so here I put the wig on first just to see where I want to actually cut the lace at. And you should do that for everybody because everybody's head is different. Don't cut without actually applying your wig first and seeing where you actually want to cut it because everybody's hairline is different. So what I like to do is trim the lace off first. I don't do one cut straight through. I just trim and see how much I want to cut off as I go. Another thing about this wig that I didn't like was that I ordered a large size cap and still the combs didn't fit. So I really had to secure the wig, and I really didn't like that because I usually wear combs and it just feels more secure for me to wear combs. But for this wig, I couldn't even get the combs in my hair. It just wasn't even reaching. So I had to really glue it down and make sure it stayed secure. Okay, so originally I had the dark brown cap on and you could see it through the wig. So I switched to a lighter cap, but once again you could still see it through the wig. So you have to apply your foundation if you want it to blend correctly. So it wasn't hard to do. I didn't do it throughout the whole cap. I just did it where you see just only in the front part for the edges and where my middle part is. So just take a light cap and whatever foundation or bronzer or powder you use, just apply it to the cap so the light color can go away. Okay, so for this section, I'm just cutting whatever hairs I want to use as baby hairs first. And I feel like in this video, I didn't use as much. The whole point of me using baby hairs at least is to just cover up where y'all see that brown lace. That's the only reason why I do baby hairs. If I could teach myself how to cover it up without using baby hairs, I probably wouldn't use them as much. But I don't feel like I take a lot of baby hairs out in this video. It's very minimal. So that's all you see me doing in this section, is just deciding how much I want to cut. So it honestly depends on the person. Okay, so I'm just doing the same method as I did in my other video, using the invisible got to be and just pretending that it's edge control and just slicking the baby hairs back. So that's all you see me doing in this section. Okay, so after doing the other side, all I do is take a scarf and I tie the edges down, and then I just do my makeup, and then I come back and finish the look. So stay tuned. Okay, so to finish off, I just used the foaming mousse again on the top of my hair, but I put the hot comb away and really didn't feel like taking it back out. So I just used the straightener, even though obviously I could have used a hot comb because of the one side of the hair. But I just run the straightener through the top and all throughout the hair just one more time to straighten it out, and that will be the finishing look. This is the finishing look. Ooh, it was kind of thin in the back. But this is the finishing look. It is super soft. I had no problem straightening it. And then other than like the complications I said and the problems, it was still a good wig. But like I said, if you're a beginner, I wouldn't recommend buying it. So that's pretty much the end of the video, and I hope you enjoyed. And if you haven't watched my other videos, please do. Hopefully I can add them at the end of the video or whatever. And if you like this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. So thank you so much for watching.